Hello and welcome. You're watching Markets Today. I'm Sakshi Batra, and on this show, I will recap for you the entire day's trading action. Well, what was a very volatile day right from the word go ended with losses. Of course, we had opened with a sharp gap down for both the Sensex and the Nifty following the weak global cues of US markets and Asian markets. And throughout the day, it was a whole lot of choppiness that we witnessed. The Nifty bank gyrated almost 400 points from the lows as well, but we did see the markets seeing a almost a 1% cut for the benchmarks, the Sensex and the Nifty. Even in today's trading session, almost a 600 point odd cut for the Sensex, and the Nifty also slipped below 17,750. And the reason behind the kind of losses that we've seen today, which obviously come after a 4 days of consecutive run, and the markets have snapped that rally too, is the kind of concern that was emerging because of the FOMC minutes, or the US Central Bank Federal Reserve's minutes of the meeting, which indicated that the rate hikes may be coming faster and more aggressive than thought before, and the US Fed also considering removing a part of the stimulus that was extended to combat the effects of COVID-19 pandemic as well. However, there was slight kind of comforts coming in from the US markets yet again, because some of the senators in their parliaments have been talking about extending some more stimulus in the wake of the rising COVID-19 Omicron variant. We have been seeing a whole lot of developed and developing countries now facing this risk, which has in a very short span of time increased in the massive volumes have come up. Even in India, we have seen the cases rise manifold in just a matter of days. India today reported over 90,000 cases of COVID 19, which is a sharp spike from the last 2 or 3 days that we have been seeing. It has been multiplying, and that is another risk that the markets were facing in today's trading session. Now, this actually impacted all segments of the markets today. Losses from almost all of the sectors, largely by financials, IT, and even oil and gas, they pushed the headline indices lower in today's trade, and the broader markets also could not be left untouched at this point in time. The Nifty mid cap 100 was down 0.7%. The small cap also was down about 0.4% in the early days. Now, concerns about the COVID-19 definitely persisted throughout the globe, keeping an overhang on the market's sentiment as well. Now, among the sectors, except for the auto sector and the oil and gas, rest all of the sectoral indices were lower in trade. Of course, the IT segment taking a bigger beating, and the realty index also was down 1%. Now, the day which had started off with the huge cap down of about 1% for the benchmark indices, also closed in the red. At close, the Sensex was down at 621 points of a cut was seen there, over a percent of a loss at 59,601. That was the closing level for the Sensex. Now, the Nifty also shut shop at 17,745 with a cut of 179 odd points. About 1,800 shares were advancing when you compare it with almost 1,300 shares that were declining, and 74 shares remain unchanged in today's trading session. Now, apart from this, we also saw that the Nifty bank ended about 430 points off from the day's low as well. So there was a whole lot of recovery that we were seeing through the midday and towards the second half of the trading session as well. Of course, IT stocks have been on a declining trend from the last 2 or 3 odd trading sessions. Today also, we saw Zensar Technologies down 5%, Infosys, TCS slip over 2% as well. So the big heavyweights and the mid-cap IT, all of them were extending some kind of a pressure in today's trading session. Now, we did speak to a lot of experts to take their opinion of how do they really see this break that has come right after the 4 days of rally. And Manisha of Nifty Triggers did tell us that the Nifty closed the day with a quality reversal from the lows. He said that the Nifty had made a low of 17,650 during the trading session, closed however off the day's low, so that is some kind of an encouraging sign. The pattern of the day, he said, there was a spinning top kind of a pattern, which actually talks about indecision in the market right now. However, he does believe that the Nifty remains in a firm uptrend, and in a fast uptrend, the coercive declines are also seen. The corrective declines coil on from 2 or 3 trading sessions as well. the underlying trend he believes is still of an uptrend right now. And he does say that Nifty may see sideways range bound action between 17,650 to 18,003, but probabilities favor a rally to 18,250 to 18,300 over the next 5 to 10 odd days. Now, the mathematical indicators he believes point towards an uptrend, and MACD is in a buying mode, and the RSI holds above 60. So traders, he believes, should consider retaining the long positions and keep a view on the bullish bias as well. So overall, a day which was marred by a whole lot of news flowing in from the US markets, US Fed, with regards to stimulus and rate hikes, but on the other, Omicron wave, the numbers keep rising, causing some more scare on the sentiments that the investors, and they believed that they wanted to take out some of the profits that they had locked in the last 3 or 4 odd trading sessions. So with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Markets Today, but a whole lot of action will be unfolding right up next, so do stay tuned on to Business Today. You can like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all the updates from the world of business and stock markets and personal finance as well. Stay connected with us through all our social media handles, that's Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, to catch all the latest updates as well. Thank you for tuning in.